Okay, so we're looking now at a painting, Oil on Canvas,
Yeah.
by Jucar Raquepo. It's called Respect and Adoration. It's part of a series of paintings that I've heard him call, or I've heard others call it, amalgam monsters. I think it was a name of an exhibit before.
Yeah.
So a lot of the paintings in his solo show for Vintana are from that series, and his show is called Cacophony of Forms, Freaks, and Oddities.
And this is one of the many that he has with VINTANA.PH that has the same sort of theme.
Yeah, and also the same kind of like complicated compositions that he mentioned in
the interview.
the interview.
Yes, and actually, there's a I think there's an ongoing theme where there's some duality in it.
Yeah.
Two sides,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah, I think that he was referring to the two-face painting when he said that about dualities. But this one, or the series, this is one of the series. They always have like an outline of a monster.
Where is that?
You see, there's the body, and this is the head, and these blue portions are the eyes. So a lot of them are like that. Sometimes it's crocodiles, and a lot of times it's a commentary or a satire of something in society. Okay. And a lot of them also in that series are referred to the jeepney. So you have here the back of a jeepney.
Or rather the front.
So it's very Filipino, but at the same time it's kind of like, satirical. In this case, it's towards the art world or towards artists.
Yeah.
We have here Van Gogh, right?
Yeah.
So,
and if you notice, right, Miko, the details, like we have this very Filipino thing here, the statue of Jesus and the Sacred Heart. We have that there.
And here's the Van Gogh's Potato Eaters painting. So it's a rich kind of oil painting, which it's kind of cartoony, which is deliberate on Jucar's part, because Jucar is able to paint in other ways, but he deliberately wanted to paint in a cartoon kind of style, right?
Right.
So I've read a few articles about this series of Jucars.
Yeah.
And obviously there's the jeepney. So it's very Filipino in the sense that the aesthetic.
Yes.
I mean, it's a complicated name, jeepney macho, something, aesthetic.
I mean, I think we all could recognize this sort of statement or like that text in front of a jeepney, or even at the back.
At the back,
or even at the side, actually.
The series has a lot of those statements and the jeepney, elements of the jeepney, a monster, and the dogs playing poker by Cassius Coolidge. He puts those all together to make some sort of statement or commentary about something. Like in this case, it's the art world or the artist. What can you say about that?
Well, when we interviewed him, I remember him mentioning that artists create art to express themselves, and others are more of like a commentary on society. So it's like, other paintings we see of social realism, right? But I think Jucar has his own sort of focus or take on such things. For instance, like I think Miko in this series, but I see a repetition of exactly what you said, that Pinoy aesthetic.
Yeah, he uses those to say certain things with certain paintings. In this case, about the artist.
Yes.
The art, I mean, that identity where who doesn't want respect and adoration? That's what normally happens. And unfortunately for Van Gogh, he didn't get it in his lifetime.
Oh yeah. I guess I can connect that.
Exactly. He got it when he died.
Yes.
So there.
So do you see that in like, I don't know, like a publishing office or?
No, it's just.
How do you? Where would you?
You mean this
Yeah.
painting? I think this sort of painting is. If I were a serious collector, yeah, this is the kind of painting I would get.
Right.
Because, yeah,
It's
it's very well thought of, and
Yes.
yeah, you can see it came from a period of Jucar Raquepo's career,
Yeah.
which he has in a way kind of moved away from, but he's still referring back to it. So it's not a one-off thing.
I
He's
think
still
it's also a
developing.
timeless piece.
Yeah, definitely.
In a way that, of course, it speaks for itself, and the classic elements are there.
In a way,
You mentioned that painter who paints those dogs.
yeah.
It's a reminder, and it's part of art history.
I think they say that there's a lot of pleasure to be taken from when you're a collector, when you learn more about the art, the artist and the artwork. And this is one perfect example of that, where as a collector you can for example, learn more about Jucar and his process and the thoughts that went into this work, and all the more it will enrich your experience of this painting and other paintings of this particular series of amalgam monsters. Very well thought of, and each one has a story or a commentary on life that it's worth discussing.
Nico, thank you so much for lending us your insight on this beautiful painting by Jucar. This is
You're
just
welcome.
one of the many artworks we have of his from his solo exhibition entitled
Cacophony of Forms, Freaks, and Oddities.
Yes.
So that's just some of our works at VINTANA.PH. We have a whole lot of paintings, to review and to show you guys.
And for these that we showed you, these were from 3 of our artists who have solo shows with us.
Yes.
Solo exhibitions.
Namely,
Yeah.
Ramon Zulgueta. His show is called The Weekend Starts Here.
And then Van Tuico with his show Mind Over Matter.
Yeah.
And Jucar
Raquepo.
Yes. His show is called Cacophony of Forms, Freaks, and Oddities. So each of these solo exhibitions at Vintana feature a dozen or so works of Filipino contemporary art. And that's just our launching shows, 3. But we are planning to add some more so that you our audience, get a good taste of all the myriad of great Filipino artists that are making work today.
Yes.
And if you like them, we hope you bring them home with you.
Yeah, it definitely.
So that was our short presentation of some of the solo artists' artworks that we have on our site that are for sale.
Yes.
I'm Miko.
And I'm Angela. And we hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more, check out our website at VINTANA.PH.